Okay. Shit. Move that thing out of the way. Okay. Alright. I should probably get to this guitar. Like every Squier I lay my hands on, it needs, just needs a setup. Oh wow. Okay, so let's see. I haven't even played this yet. Let's not damage it. Okay, slightly out of tune. Wow, that is significantly louder than the others. Because it's way closer than all the others. Okay, so pickups need a little bit of adjustment. Actually, no, it does not need a fret job. It's totally fine. It just needs the frets cleaned up. And the setup could come down a touch, but no, overall it's pretty good. She said she was having tuning issues with it, so maybe we can take a peek at these, that maybe they just need tightening up or something. No, this is pretty good. There's nothing wrong with this guitar. No, it just needs a minor tune-up. A spring tune-up is all this needs. Awesome. Thought it was going to be a lot more than that. Alright, so it's obvious those need tightening right away. Is that the one the doctor ordered? Dirty, dirty little... Yes. Oh wow. Okay, well that's your tuning problem solved. These were quite loose. Practically falling off loose. I would say that's probably drastically going to impair the performance of your tuners if they're about to fall off. This is something I think so many people ignore, like when you're changing your strings. These Squiers are 10mm. Just grab a deep socket 10mm wrench and just give it a quick little snug up. You don't need to over tighten your tuners, but tighten them until they're snug. If you feel like you're having to reef on it, you're going too far with it. But I would say that's probably, yeah, they don't feel bad. Yes, that's drastically going to improve the performance of those. Radically, I would say. Okay, let's get the screws off the back, because I think we can actually set this one up quite quickly. God, this thing still has the plastic on it. Never been taken off. Oh wow, only 2 springs. Okay, and they're at an angle, which is interesting. So, weird. Anyway, let's get these out. Dirty set of strings. Okay. So, just in case you're wondering, this is the shit that I cut out of the video. All the really boring stuff where I'm winding strings like this so that I can throw them in the trash. So what I've done is I put a little bit of that naphtha in a spray bottle. Works wonderful. It's pretty awesome! Oh wow. We got a few sharp Freddy frets. Okay, a few sharp Freddy frets. Here's how I deal with that. A little bit of 1000 grit. Perfect. That'll do it. Okay, and these frets are actually in really good order, so they're just going to get cleaned. I use this stuff like this all the time, so don't get your knickers in a knot. You wipe it off real quick, it doesn't hurt anything. Alright, so looking at this guitar at the moment, I've decided a couple things. It's pretty poorly set up, it was playing okay, but just from the perspective of how it's set up, it's actually, there's room for improvement. So even though it's playing okay, and I could probably just leave it the way it is, I think I'm going to go ahead and correct what I see wrong with it. So you can see these saddles aren't all really probably sitting properly, but also look at how much of the grub screw is sticking out the top. And I would say that this guitar is already creeping on the edge of what's acceptable for a Fender in terms of its height adjustment. So I would say the easiest fix here is just to pop the neck off, throw a shim in it, and be done with it. So I think that's what we're going to do, is just quickly pop the neck off and reset this up. But the frets are shiny, it seemed to be playing okay. We'll string it up, see if there are any other little problems pop up, but I think just a tweak in the setup is all we really need to get this guitar playing a bit better here. So, stand by. Alright. I'm doing that for the benefit of the camera. Normally I hold it like this. Normally I hold it in my hand like this, but I haven't set up the camera angle properly, so you're gonna miss it. I don't want to mess this neck up, so I'm just going to do it the proper way, and you're going to have to trust me that it's up in the air, and the screwdriver that's off camera is gently pulling out the screws. Hurting. Oh, look at that! There's already a shim in there! Hilarious! There is a 1500, oh, let's just see what year this is. An 06. Yes, so I was right. Ha ha! There's already a shim in there. Too funny. They've put some sandpaper in there. Oh man. Oh, and they've glued it in there. You dirty slut. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. You're a dirty, dirty little monkey. You dirty little monkey. Okay, I am going to put a shim, a wooden shim, of appropriate thickness. If I could find a pencil, yes, that's what I want. I want a pencil. I want a pencil. Okay, that should be good enough. And now I want scissors. Now I want scissors. So I shall Let's see, how did I do? Hey, yeah, buddy. There you go. Now, those saddles are down pretty far, so I'm expecting this to be good times. I'm expecting this to be good times for all concerned. Alright, let's set this thing up. Oh, you dirty slut. Did you really just do that? Part of the reason I hate floating trem systems, especially really soft floating trem systems, is because until the trem system starts floating or settling where it's going to settle, then it's annoying to tune. Wish I had one more spring to put in this thing. This thing needs another spring. It needs another spring! I knew that was premature. Okay, so do we have any more wiggle room with this? Oh shit. Let's see if I can get this slightly. Oh, you dirty slut. Okay, too much wiggle room in the bridge. Holy poop. That's causing obviously a significant tuning issue. Let's see, are you more stable now? Oh boy. Okay, sweet. Now you're playing. Now you're playing properly. There we go, finally. Perfect, yeah buddy. Okay, let me adjust these pickups. And then we're gonna be done with this guitar! Ooh. Oh, I see the problem. Let's hope that's not a problem. Let's hope that's not a problem. I'll bring this up a bit. Yes, I can. Midget, I think. Nope, you're good there. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see if we can get more even. Perfect, that's much more stable. Okay, plays good, it's done. Out the door. Let's put the back plate on it and Ruby can come and get it! Ruby can come and get her crazy Strat! Alright, awesome possum. This video has now come to its conclusion. Alright, I lied. I thought I'd throw in a few final conclusions. So this is set up the way most Classic Vibes guitars I've seen come set up. You can see there that the saddles are at a much more reasonable level now in terms of adjustment. So they can go down. There's lots of room for them to go down now. Just kind of where we want them, which is where I see most of them come like that. And the action's perfect. It's right within Fender specification. The intonation is perfect. This guitar's playing great, but the reason I think she's having trouble with it is there's only 2 springs in the back and they were cocked at an angle to begin with. So I had to drive to create more tension on these springs. I drove them right in and as far as they could go. Just pulled the claw all the way back and it puts more tension, and then I put the springs obviously in straight, and it's created enough tension to stabilize the tuning. But I definitely think this needs at least 1 more spring. A Strat really shouldn't have fewer than 3 springs. Otherwise, unless you've got really good tuners and everything else is really good, the tuning becomes too unstable, and that's why she was having so much tuning trouble with it. Also, it didn't help that all the tuners were really loose, so it's just really poorly set up and everything was just really loose and out of alignment. But the only other thing I would suggest for this in terms of money spent is just one more spring, and that should probably stabilize this in terms of its tuning pretty well. It's pretty stable now that we've put quite a lot more tension on the bridge through the springs. So, and it's playing good, and we put in that other shim so that we have quite a load of adjustment there now. So there's quite a load of adjustment that we can have, and also a lot of players complain that these grub screws dig into your hand, so the less they're sort of sticking out, the less they're going to stick into your hands. So anyway, yeah, this one's all done. Back to its owner. Away we go.